my channel is Tay Rosé. Yes, I'm aware. It's been some time since I made some videos. I get to create all the content I can for you. Just so that way you have all your requested videos intact. And then the project I've been planning for months on end, I get to get those out the way. Yes, yes, and yes. For today's video, I will be doing one of the few requested videos that you suggested. Alright, if you haven't already, I did my first couple of Temu videos and they were on the Huda dupes. It was the mint eyeshadow palette. I did a video on that, and then I did a video on the Lilac Pastels palette. I did a review on that as well. Because they're very short, I'm going to link one of them in the cards, and then I'm going to link my other videos in the description box below. Note that this is not sponsored by Temu. I decided to buy this product on my own. This was a request. Someone was saying that they wanted to see how the Rose Pastels palette look on someone like myself, just to see if they wanted to buy it or not. I know this is a few months back. I apologize, but you know, I mean, when life gets in the way, life gets in the way. So here it is. This is the Pastel Rose palette, and this is by the same brand, Miss Young. I made sure I got it from the same seller. It's for the same price, and if you want, you can get a bundle of the rose and the purple, or the rose and the mint. You can do that as well, so you could get 2 in 1 for a certain price. And as you can tell, my background has to match. It has to match the look that I'm doing. Okay. So if you want to see the look that I'm doing, and you want to see my thoughts on this palette, then please be sure to keep watching. So before I even say anything, I'm going to do a reveal. Are you ready? Let me remove this film for a sec. But yes, this is it. So just looking at the palette so far, it has 4 shimmers and 5 mattes in here. And I like how there are a couple of nice transitional shades. There's this darker nude, and then you have like a peach shade over here, which is more so like a light pink. You have your bright yellow, you have your pink, and then you have like your mauve shade here and there. And then you have these shimmers over to the part. Even though 2 of the shimmers look the same, honestly. I didn't notice that until just now. So let's see. I'm gonna go grab my mirror really quickly. I'll be right back. I got my mirror intact. I have my brushes here because this is a first impressions video, just to see how it is. I remember with the real thing, a lot of people were saying that for people like myself, the colors are very muted. It's very casty. And so that's my main concern. The makeup look that I'm going by, I did this a long time ago. I'm going to put it over here on the screen. That is what I did way back. I will link that card up here so you can see how I did the look beforehand and what I used in order to achieve that look. I also was on Pinterest and I saw this makeup look. So I was thinking to myself, I'm going to morph the 2 in 1 and then go from there. I mainly am just focusing on my eyes today because that is the main focus of this video. So to set my eyes, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and this is in shade Deep Caramel. It's been a minute since I touched down on this concealer. Still good. I feel like the consistency may be thicker because I haven't used this concealer in a minute. My lids look concealed. Yeah. So looking at the picture that I did beforehand, I just realized this has a mirror too, so I won't be needing this too much. I'm going to go in with yellow first, and I'm going to do a pink at the end. That's what I'm thinking. That's my goal. We're going to see how this turns out. So looking at this palette right here, I'm going to first go in with this yellow shade. And that is going to be on my lid, but on the inner half of my eye. Just gonna swirl it. Oh, there's a lot of kickback. Good God. You know what? I'm gonna pack it in. I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna still go through with it, but I know what I'm gonna do. I don't like this already. So I changed my mind on that look. I don't like how the yellow looks. It's very casty. Like, this can be used as like a set-in powder. I could set my eyelids with this. So I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna do the yellow here. What I'm thinking I might do, I think I'm going to transition it with this. So this will be the first third. This shade right here will be the middle third of my lids. So I'm just going to put that on here instead. Let's see how this goes. This palette is just like a no-go so far. I'm sorry, y'all. This is like a no-go. This is a no. This is not gonna work. Like, all of these are too pale. I'm sorry. This is all too pale. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wipe this eye off. I'm going to redo my base for this, and I'll come back at you with a new look. So I'm back to square one with my lids. I wiped it off. That was very horrendous. And I'm gonna start fresh. So I'm not using any of them light shades. I think I might do this shade all over my lid. And if I'm feeling in the mood, I may go into this shade. But let me do this shade first and then see where it takes me. This is it. Yup, I like this for sure. So I'm gonna be putting this all over my, not my lid, but my crease. This is gonna go into my crease. This is more like it. Because that right there, that was not cute. Even if I wanted to, I could apply this all over my lid, but I do plan on doing the cut crease, which I forgot my other concealer for this. I ain't gonna put the other shade in there. I'm just gonna leave it like this. This is really pretty. This will also go in my outer third. I feel like on camera you can barely see it, and this is a lot of kickback, you guys. Like, the first two palettes I work with, it didn't have this much kickback, but this one has lots. I mean, lots of kickback. It's too much kickback. Let me go grab my other concealer, because that is my favorite for cut creases. I know it's not right there, but this, I would take this over the other two shades I was trying, because that was horrendous. I'm going to be using the Maybelline SuperStay Activewear Concealer, and this is in the shade 30. And this is to do my cut crease. I'm going to do a semi-cut crease. I'm not going to do a full-on cut crease, so you know that I did the outer third. There we go. Now we talking. Let's see the shimmer shades, shall we? Going back into this palette, I want to do a yellow for sure, but then these two yellows are so similar, I can't tell if what, like, I don't know what's supposed to be like a yellow, true yellow, or a true shimmer white. I don't know, because they're both the same, and I just come to realize that. I'm gonna do this one first. This is gonna be on the inner third of my eyes. We're just gonna go from there. We're just gonna try it. You know, the shimmer stay creamy, but will the application fall through is a question. Okay. Okay, this is pretty. This shimmer reminds me of the Gardens of Juvia's palette that I purchased last year, and then I tried it again for my previous makeup look. This is definitely, this reminds me of that for sure. The texture is amazing on this, which the texture is always amazing when it comes onto these shadows. So it's not a surprise. I'm gonna use the other side actually, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I want to see how that does. Yeah, this is nice. It's the same texture honestly as the Juvia's Place palette. Same texture honestly. So it's up to you if you want something that's affordable with beautiful shimmers, or if you want something that's a little more on the expensive side where you get the mattes and the shimmers that are very pigmented. The choice is yours. You know, I gotta leave a little bit there because I will be blending that out. Now we can blend this out. Ooh. I'm just gonna pack this in. Yeah, and then we're gonna spin that in. But then this is like going away, so I don't know. I'm gonna make sure to take some of that pink shimmer and I'm gonna place it over this too. This is my eyes so far. Alright, I'm gonna focus on my bottom lash line now. I'm going to go in with my SheGlam concealer, and this is in the shade Barley Sugar, and I just concentrate it over here. I almost make the number 7. I'm gonna take my foundation brush by e.l.f. and then I'm going to take it and then blend it outward. That's what I started doing now. less is more. That looks Snatchington Street. My gosh. Okay. Going back into this rose palette. I'm going to take this shade right here. And that's going to go underneath my bottom lash line. But I'm going to take a skinnier brush this time. I'm going to take this liner brush. I'm going to run that. I'm actually going to pat it in there because just running it is not helping. It's actually a beautiful shade. I just wish it was more pigmented, you know? Okay, I'm just gonna keep it like that. I want to bling out my tear ducts, but before I do that, I'm going to set this whole shebang. Hang on. I have not used this in a hot minute. This is the SheGlam Love Dive Madly in Love Longwear Pressed Powder. I'm going to do that underneath my eyes. It's been a minute since I've used it, and this is in Matte For You. And thank God it has a mirror. It has all those now. I know a lot of you remember this. If not, I'll just link the card up there. And I'm going to set it. It's like I just need something simple. I don't want nothing too bright because this makeup didn't go as planned. Two more things, technically. I'm going to first focus on my tear ducts. So I want to do something with that line because it is like, but tear ducts first. I want to try this shade right here. I'm going to put that directly into my tear ducts. I think it's going to look very beautiful because it's rose gold and I have on pink jewelry, you know, and I have a pink background. And then even my clips are rose goldish. Yeah, this works. Just got to apply a little more. Yes, that's much more like it because I don't know what was happening earlier. There's one more thing I want to do. I actually want to add glitter into here because it's starting to, I don't know, it's starting to separate. Like the matte is starting to separate from the shimmer and looks very, very, very ugly. And I don't like it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a glitter that I think will look best with this look. Hang on. I thought I had my Urban Decay Heavy Metal liner because I would have went perfect with it, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna use the Hyundai glitter liner, and this is in 01. This came in a pack. These aren't as pigmented, so I'm gonna have to let it dry in between coats. Let's see how this one goes. Hope it's not too bright. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely grab the lavender color. I think that one would work best with this. There's like so many improvisations that I never thought that I would make, y'all. Got it. Okay, so this is in the shade 05. Same brand by Hyundai. Yeah, this works much better. Again, it wasn't what I expected, but this was a requested video, and so I'm showing you how it is. I'm gonna finish my face off camera, and then I'm gonna come back at you with my final thoughts on this look. So everything ties in together thanks to lashes. Now I'll give you my final thoughts on this palette. It's not gonna cut it for me, I'm sorry. I know I created a beautiful look, but it took trial and error for me to get this look. It took trial and error because I was first trying with these two shades. It wasn't working on myself at all. It is too pale for my skin tone. I had to work with the mauve in order to get this, and even the mauve is still a little fainted. If anything, I could use this shade, and even this shade, if I had tried it, I could have used these two shades all over my lids and go from there. But all the lighter shades, So mattes were a no for me. Shimmer shades, there's two shimmer shades that are similar, so I don't know how I feel about that. But I can say that they are pigmented. They always perform well by the same brand, Miss Young. I had never had an issue with the shimmer shades. It just isn't, I don't know, this palette is just not it. I'm sorry, the palette is not it. I know I bought it already, and if I need to use it for any makeup looks, then I'm gonna use it. But I'm not going to grab for this all the time and say, okay, I'm gonna create a makeup look. That's not gonna be it for me, because this palette was not it. She was trying air. It was, and then too, there was a lot of kickback in this one. All the other two that I had, there were no kickbacks, but this one had lots. I mean, lots of kickback, and I'm okay with kickback. It's normal. You put on the makeup. If you have no kickback, you're in trouble. But this one, it was a lot of it. So I don't know if the ingredients were different in this palette than the other two palettes, but this wouldn't be a go for me. I wouldn't recommend anybody to buy this one, even though the look is beautiful. But again, I had to improvise. I even had to use other products that aren't part of this in here, like the glitter. That's not by this brand. It's by another brand, and I had to incorporate that in there. So there you have it. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of me. Comment below any other requested videos that you have, because I am working through that. Make sure you click on the notification bell so that way you are on the alert as to when my videos are out. Please be sure to check out the previous video in the section that's coming up next. I will see you there. Bye.